Kelly Clarkson's favorite thing about living in magical Nice is so normal. The host of The Kelly Clarkson Show and former coach on The Voice revealed that, like most New Yorkers, she loves traveling in the city on foot. There's really nothing like it. Kelly Clarkson's favorite part of living in the Big Apple since moving her talk show from Los Angeles to New York City, Kelly Clarkson has thrown herself into getting to know her new home. "I love New York. Walking around is my favorite part. You have to immerse yourself in the place that you're living," the breakaway singer told Access. "I never did that in LA," she continued, referring to Hollywood's famously uncommuter-friendly streets. Like many, if not most, New Yorkers, Clarkson takes her walks with AirPods in, listening to music. Specifically, whatever song she'll be performing next. "Usually I'm learning the Kellyoke on the way to the stage," she revealed. Kellyoke is her popular covers segment in which she lends her booming voice to well-known singles. And it's a lot to keep track of. You can be as prepared as you want, but there's 180 songs per season. Some of her recent renditions include Wide Awake by Katy Perry and What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish. "Why Kelly Clarkson loves 30 Rock. It feels like we've been here the whole time," said Clarkson of the studio and the famous building where she now shoots her show. "Rockefeller Center, too, is a great place to stroll. It's incredible who you see just walking down the halls or in an elevator." And clearly, Clarkson feels at home in her newish environs. The singer described her current mindset as free just to do anything. "Opportunity and possibilities are endless. We're in a magical place, me and my kids." After a day of rubbing elbows with celebrities and cultural figures, Clarkson says she decompresses by removing her shoes, false lashes, and hair extensions. Kelly Clarkson, continually relatable. Kelly Clarkson heads to Paris soon this summer. Clarkson will have a new city to take in on her walks, Paris. She's part of the NBC team covering the Summer Olympic opening ceremony in the French capital on July 26. New York City is often described with a lot of superlatives. It's the city that never sleeps, a concrete jungle where dreams are made, the epicenter of culture, finance, and entertainment. For Kelly Clarkson, though, the allure of Nice isn't in the skyscrapers or the flashy Broadway lights. It isn't even in the celebrity hotspots or iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty or Central Park. Instead, what stands out to the pop icon is something surprisingly simple: the ability to just walk. It's almost counterintuitive. After all, Clarkson is a global superstar with an impressive career that spans singing, songwriting, acting, and hosting her own popular daytime talk show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. She's a household name with fans around the world who follow her every move. You might expect her to name some glitzy New York perk as her favorite aspect of the city-exclusive events, upscale shopping, or rubbing elbows with other A-listers. Yet, for Clarkson, it's not about living the high life. It's about being able to blend in, something that, perhaps surprisingly, is easier to do in Nice than anywhere else. In a world where Clarkson is constantly in the spotlight, New York provides a unique kind of anonymity. And for her, the magic of New York City is about finding joy in the everyday, like taking a stroll down its bustling streets. The power of walking in New York, unlike cities like Los Angeles, where car culture dominates, New York is one of the few places in the U.S. where walking is not only normal, but essential. It's the quickest way to get from A to B in the crowded metropolis, and it allows residents to absorb the city's vibrant energy up close. The simple act of walking offers a slice of normalcy, something Clarkson craves after years in the high-intensity entertainment industry. In interviews, Clarkson has gushed about how walking in Nice has given her a sense of freedom she hadn't quite experienced before. In a city where almost everyone walks, whether you're a Wall Street executive, a struggling artist, or a tourist, she can just be Kelly, a woman taking in the sights, sounds, and smells of the city like any other person. The anonymity that New York offers has allowed her to blend in and enjoy this humanizing experience without constantly being recognized or chased by paparazzi. The sheer diversity of New York also plays into this. It's a city that celebrates individuality, where no one bats an eye if someone famous walks by. New Yorkers are used to seeing celebrities on the street or in the subway and are generally unfazed. This adds to the appeal for Clarkson, who appreciates the chance to live in the moment, surrounded by a city full of people who are just as wrapped up in their own lives. A different kind of magic for someone whose life is marked by constant travel, award shows, and performances, Living in New York offers a refreshing, grounding contrast. Clarkson has spoken about how, despite New York's frenetic pace, she finds peace in the ordinary. It's not about the noise or chaos, but rather the pockets of tranquility she can find by simply walking through the streets and neighborhoods. The little things, grabbing a cup of coffee from a corner cafe, chatting with a shopkeeper, or even just people watching in a park, create an experience that, while ordinary to most, feels extraordinary to her. New York has a way of offering up magical moments amid the mundane. You might be walking down the street, minding your own business, when suddenly you hear the soulful notes of a saxophonist playing on the corner, or catch a glimpse of the Empire State Building peeking through the clouds. It's this contrast between the city's vastness and its intimate human moments that make it so special. And for Clarkson, these small, everyday interactions make New York feel both alive and magical in ways that larger-than-life events or star-studded parties never could. Family life in the city for Clarkson is not just about walking for the sake of it. It's also about the quality time she can spend with her kids. As a mother of two, she's mentioned how living in New York has allowed her to share the city's wonders with her children in a way that's both accessible and fun. Whether it's a trip to Central Park, where her kids can run around freely, or visiting one of the city's many museums, there's always something for them to do. And once again, walking plays a big part in that experience. Taking her kids out for walks, showing them different parts of the city, and teaching them to navigate the urban landscape on foot has become a bonding experience. Clarkson's appreciation for this simplicity shines a light on something that many city dwellers might take for granted: the ability to walk, explore, and experience the world around them. In a city as densely populated and fast-paced as New York, taking time to slow down and just be present in the moment, to be a part of the city's pulse without being swept away by it, is something special. A break from the spotlight. The irony is that Kelly Clarkson, a woman who commands stages and captivates audiences with her powerhouse voice, finds comfort in the quiet anonymity of walking. It's a break from the relentless demands of fame. In Los Angeles or other major cities where driving is more common, celebrities often find themselves trapped in their cars, isolated from the world outside. But in New York, Clarkson can step outside her apartment and immediately be part of the action. The city offers her a chance to feel normal again, to observe life as it happens, and to remember that, at the end of the day, she's just another person living in a vast, diverse, and sometimes overwhelming world. This sense of normalcy might seem counter to what many assume about celebrity life, but for Clarkson, it's a vital part of why she loves New York. The magical part of the city isn't its skyline or its elite social scene, but rather its ability to make her feel connected to the ordinary moments of life. Conclusion: in a world where celebrities are often idolized for their glamorous lifestyles, Kelly Clarkson's favorite thing about living in New York City, simply walking, feels refreshingly down to earth. It speaks to the universality of finding peace in the everyday, of cherishing the moments that remind us we're all human. For Clarkson, the magic of New York City isn't about living in the spotlight, but rather stepping out of it. It's in the footsteps she takes on its streets, the moments of calm amid the chaos, and the freedom to simply be. And perhaps that's the most magical thing of all.